Hi there smartphone fans, welcome back for an honest hands-on review, and today I'll be taking a look at the cheapest 128GB Android phone from China. Welcome to my Ulefone T1 Premium honest hands-on review, only here on Smartphone Wars. And besides that 128GB of onboard storage, the T1 Premium is really premium when it comes to RAM, 6GB of RAM, Samsung 16MP camera, global 4G LTE, and I have to say this is one of the most beautiful phones I've ever seen, on the back at least. Ulefone have chosen to go with Barcelona themed kind of back, and it really paying off. Very lovely device to look at. Deep red, deep blue, very like thin gold line between them. Very good. USB Type-C on the bottom. There's 3.5mm headphone jack. This is a 5.5-inch device. It's dual nano SIM, all nano SIM, and yes, that 128GB of onboard storage can also be expanded micro SD card slot, and you also have separate volume rockers for up and down, and for power. The device does have notification LED, which is also customizable as well, and the Ulefone T1 Premium also comes with a front-facing flashlight. The phone is 5.5-inch Full HD IPS display. It's not 18:9, it's 16:9, and it does come really with 110GB storage available from the start, which can also be expanded. And of course the Helio P25 octa-core with 6GB of RAM and 3680 mAh battery. Phone, as I said, is one of the most loveliest devices. I don't know who designed this phone, but it's really definitely a great look, and it does look premium. The front fingerprint scanner is very fast, and I had no trouble unlocking every time I wanted to use it. It's not one of those where you press on it, it's a capacitive fingerprint scanner. You can also choose to enable the on-screen navigation keys if that's your thing, but I suggest you stick to using just the button for navigation. Tap once to go back, and you have a choice when you hold it to either view your recent tasks or return to home. Shame they couldn't add a third feature like with the Huawei when you slide to open the multitasking, but it's still very nice, very premium front fingerprint scanner. The phone is actually the perfect weight, around 180 grams, not too light, not too heavy. It does come with fast charging option available, which charges the almost 4000 mAh battery in around 2 hours. In around 50 minutes you get 50% of charge from the get-go. The phone also comes with a micro USB to USB Type-C adapter, so if you don't have a USB Type-C cable with you, you can charge with a standard micro USB cable if you carry the adapter for you. Inside the package you also get an additional screen protector from the one that's applied from the get-go, and a very nice like leather skin themed case for the back of the phone, but I really don't think anybody will actually use that, because the back is really the most alluring part of this lovely device, and putting a case on it really doesn't make it stand out like it is, like gold, red and blue, just amazing. Very lovely thing about the Ulefone T1 Premium that it really is global 4G LTE, so this phone will work absolutely anywhere around the world with 4G, USA, Canada, AT&T, Sprint Mobile, anywhere in Europe as well, Asia. So don't worry if you want to import this phone, this will get 4G in your country. And let's take another look at the specs. They said 5.5-inch Full HD octa-core Helio P25, 6GB of RAM, 64GB of onboard storage, 16MP back Samsung camera, and 8MP Omnivision sensor camera. But it does say it's a dual camera phone, and the second sensor is absolutely not present, so the second sensor on the back is mainly, well, just for looks actually on the phone. But the good thing is that it does have all the sensors like gyroscope and compass, so you can view 360 videos and of course VR videos as well. And you can use the compass app if you want to orient yourself outside or anywhere using just the compass of the phone. The display, although very deep blacks, very okay in my books, is not the brightest one. Any direct sunlight, you can hardly see anything on it. The phone is running on Android 7.0 Nougat with the September security patch, and it's a very stock-like Android version. No bloatware, app drawer, very basic stuff, but it's also very light on the device. It runs very well, and it does come of course with Android Google Assistant. Okay Google, what time is it?
It's 1:44.
Moving on to the performance part, the Ulefone T1 Premium with the 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of onboard storage. But first, let's check out the connectivity. This is on my SIM card. Download speeds were a little bit below par, but the phone absolutely excelled in the upload speeds. And the two benchmark scores were again very reasonable, just as good as any Helio P25 and close to any Snapdragon 625 device on the market today. So this is close to those Redmi Note 4X device, practically any other device around $200 $220 price point. The phone does have actually very decent battery life with around 6 to 8 hours of screen on time possible on a single charge. The storage score was a bit low, but I was expecting that on this low price with the huge storage. The GPS was not the best side of the device. It does get a signal outside, but it was kind of slow to get one, but at least it's working. Anyway, I do suggest you run the phone in sports mode from the battery settings because it runs much faster, because it enables the Helio P25 to use all the 8 cores at once, and the results are very good. So you can see opening apps on this phone, and all your daily performance runs very well on the Ulefone T1 Premium, a very premium feel on it. Browsing is also very nice, but what I did find out is that Ulefone have not done very well with the RAM management. The 6 gigs of RAM on this device are practically not used, because once I open more than 10 apps in the background, it starts reloading apps, and this is something that I really don't like seeing in 6GB RAM phones. So this is one of those cases where I'm right that more RAM does not equal better RAM management or faster phone, because it's mostly up to the software development and the hardware revision of the chip. And the Ulefone T1 Premium, as I said, very fast device on the daily basis, but it does reload apps more than even some 3GB RAM phones I've tested. So a real downside here: very fast daily driver experience from the Ulefone T1 Premium, but poor RAM management from Ulefone. The next up, I'll be moving on to some gaming tests. Is the T1 Premium a good gaming phone? With all the bells and whistles enabled in sports modes, from the battery settings, the Helio P25 manages very decent frame rates. New games like Shadow Fighter 3, Modern Combat 5 and CSR Racing 2 run with very decent frame rates for a Helio P25 device. But running in sports mode after 7-8 minutes of really heavy 3D gaming like you're seeing here, the phone did start to get hot, and at some point it get like really hot. So not very good for around more than 10 minutes of really heavy gaming, because the thermals really get to the phone. So again, decent fast gaming experience, but not for a very long time. The audio quality on the T1 Premium was again a bit subpar, but more in line with $130–140 devices than $200+ ones. All that I've mentioned that the second sensor on the back is just for looks. Let's evaluate the camera on its own, because this is what I usually do. I really don't care if they put 18 sensors on the back. What matters is, does it take good pictures, and what does it offer? Both cameras here offer Full HD video, and both cameras on this device are pretty decent. Not as good as other $200+ devices, definitely around on par with the Redmi 4X. The phone does deliver very accurate color production, lots of details in both cameras, and has really fast shutter speed. Even using the 2x digital zoom, this lowered the quality a little bit, but not as much as on other budget phones. As a camera experience, I will have to say that the Ulefone T1 Premium falls in line with the $150–160 phones rather than above $200, but that doesn't mean it's a bad camera phone. In good to okay lighting conditions, anything you take on it will look absolutely okay for social medias if you're not like a really camera enthusiast. Even some low light shots I've taken with the T1 Premium look very well. And the front camera was actually very decent. Plus, with that front facing flash, you won't have any troubles taking low light selfies. The video quality from both cameras was very decent when it comes to quality, but the main camera video was a bit too shaky. It doesn't have stabilization.
Premium edition, the cheapest 128GB phone on the market. It's around $260 right now. And this offers very decent vlogging video with Full HD from the front camera. Сега може да кога снимам, кога не снимам. Мамата е някаква мъничка.
So here are my final thoughts on the Ulefone T1 Premium. If you're definitely looking for the more storage device that's actually very beautiful, a fast daily driver and offers decent gaming experience on the go, the Ulefone T1 Premium offers all of this at a very decent budget price point. But all the other parts, audio, camera, and even thermals are on par with $150 devices rather than 200 plus. Thank you for watching my Ulefone T1 Premium review. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. You can buy the phone from the link in the video description below if you're looking for that very good deal. Share the video that your friends can watch as well, and keep it here for more honest smartphone reviews.
Stick around.